prophet, UEBERT angel. It's amazing that God can trust such level of power and authority in the hands of one man. Never seen a vision like that. Never seen a vision where a being is walking, and I thought it was an archangel based on the dimension, the level of the presence, the power, the audacity, the aura around the man, only for him to turn, and I saw the face of the man of God. It wasn't an archangel. Prophet, UEBERT angel. In every generation, God raises a prophet, and in every generation, there are men God himself walk to and have conversation with them, and now calls those men to represent him in that generation. There is the office of the apostle, there is the office of the prophet, the evangelist, the teacher, the pastor, the singers. But there is a vision the Lord showed me about one man. My mind was blown, and I'm amazed that God can trust such level of authority, power in a single man. Because based on the revelation I have seen, it's like the ministry of that man is yet to begin. He's a popular prophet, well-known prophet everywhere in the world. But trust me, the Lord showed me a revelation and said his ministry is about to begin. And the Lord said, among men in his generation and at his age, it has pleased me to choose him as a prophet for his generation. He's an elderly person and not in this our Gen Z generation. But I thought that he has fulfilled his ministry. He has done a lot. But based on the revelation I have seen, it's yet to begin. Some of you may know him, so I'll just mention his name. I'm talking about Prophet UEBERT angel. I saw a revelation about the man. Crazy. It's amazing that God can trust such level of power and authority in the hands of one man. Based on what I saw, it's an order of Prophet William Branham. He is the new Prophet William Branham God is raising for his generation. Crazy dimension like never before. And I don't know why God began to show me that revelation. But as I pushed further, he began to communicate to me the reasons for showing me a revelation like that. Was telling me this is my reason. If this world don't open their eyes and see this man and what he is, they will bite their fingers. They will bite their fingers that such a man walk in their generation and in their season when they were alive, yet they couldn't see what was buried in him. God have trusted so much in him, and there is a level of authority he has been given in that office to do things not every prophet has been given. There is a level, there is a dimension. All can prophesy, all can be called a prophet, all can be prophet. But there is a level of authority and a dimension of God that God normally invests in some one to give them some privileges and some opportunities, some graces to recreate themselves so many times in so many people everywhere. And that grace has been given to that man. The ability to recreate, to reproduce. There are many prophets that don't have anybody. They have reproduced. But that man has been given something. And you see, anybody you think he has raised, it has not started. You are about to see, because in fact, in his generation, God has given him that dimension, that anointing. It is a grace. And listen to me, he's going to enter in the history as one of the prophets that walk on earth that can never be forgotten. The reality is that there is a measure of God in the man that God don't easily trust in man. But the question is, what is in that man that God have trusted so much like that based on my revelation? I know there are some people who don't like him and who don't agree with him on so many things. But sometimes we have to ask God questions and we must get the answers. Never seen a vision like that. Never seen a vision where a being is walking, and I thought it was an archangel based on the dimension, the level of the presence, the power, the audacity, the aura around the man, only for him to turn, and I saw the face of the man of God. It wasn't an archangel, because all that while I thought it was an archangel that have descended. You could feel that presence. If you're a man of the spirit, you could see that this is the presence of a being that standeth with God all the time. He said, I am Gabriel that standeth in the presence of God. That was how the being looked like, only for him to turn. And when I look at the face, it was the face of a man that lived on earth among men. And my question is, how come that God have trusted such a dimension in the flesh? You are going to see a measure of God like never before. You will experience it. Some of you will see it.